everyone, welcome back to another episode of SubculturedTV. Today we're going to go over the anime recommendations that we had for each other. You guys excited?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, I think my anime was the best one among the three, but what are your thoughts after seeing all of them?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed the two that you guys came up with, but I'm hoping you guys enjoyed Fate a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know it's different than what you guys are used to, but
And I'm hoping you guys enjoyed being cultured a little bit.
Yeah.
cultured is quite the word, yeah.
So the three anime recommendations we had, mine was Tact OP Destiny.
Fate, 0.
And mine was Anti-Magic Academy, the 35th Test Platoon.
Yeah, so we got a big array of options.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like mine is more of like a sleeper, right? Like a hidden anime not a lot of people know about.
Yeah, it's definitely more like a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, you chose a very popular one that we just haven't watched. And you chose a very, how do I say it, other than just the perfect mid-anime?
It's got the sauce.
Yeah. Like it's
It's
a
like-
really, really good.
It's like the mild sauce from like Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
The mild
Like
sauce.
it's like the medium option,
But the
Like, it's-
flavor's delicious.
but the flavor is good and
Yeah.
it keeps you coming back.
I'm going to have to
think
take
you're right.
your word on the mild Taco Bell. I've never had it.
Really? The
Really?
mild one is really, really good in terms of flavor. It just doesn't have a kick. So I like to mix that one in the fire.
And the Del Fuego,
The Del Fuego.
I don't know if I've had
Pretty
that
good.
one.
that's the hottest one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
really
know that was an
good.
option.
The only problem is it's very liquidy compared to the other ones. Like the other ones have a little bit of resistance.
Like some thickness to
Yeah,
it.
it's like some thick sauce.
Yes,
Would you
it's
say
got more
you guys
body,
are
you know?
sauce experts?
I get
Yeah.
lost in it
Yeah.
quite frequently. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say just kind of starting, and I guess I'll kind of just start off with Jess's anime. I had watched the series previously, but I know, like, Chris, you haven't, so I'm very curious on what your thoughts were, but I enjoyed it the entire time. Like, Destiny is probably one of my favorite characters in, like, all of anime, especially, like, in her, like, once, like, she's, like, the music art, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, I will say, like, as a musician, right, I actually did appreciate all the different nods to the different styles of music that they inputted, like, into that. And I even liked how a lot of them, their musical art reflected what the conductor had, like, emotionally with their scores. Like, I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys picked up on that a little bit.
Their score choice was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of why they're called D2s, if it's like the note of D2s, because when they showed up, it was always a D2 note that appeared with them.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
If they're the D2s,
Uh-huh.
if they're called D2s, because when they appear, the score that follows them is always a D2 note.
I'm sure that there's like
Yeah, I
some
think
relation to it.
It is a music anime,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't
So-
be
Well,
surprised.
calling it a music anime is a
Well,
little far fetched.
Yeah.
an anime
it's
with
a-
music.
It is a game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for people who've never watched
Yeah.
it, this whole anime was basically just a teaser / promotional material for a literal game. So they
Yeah.
create a whole anime, right? Was it 13 episodes?
Yeah, like
just
13.
for a game.
Which is insane.
Insane.
That marketing budget was
Yeah,
something
I mean,
else.
I wonder how well the game did, because the anime was not marketed very heavily, so it's not like a lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
Have you guys played the game?
I haven't, and I
No.
love the series.
But
Yeah,
you know,
I haven't either.
You know what game I did download, and I still have to play it? The Eminence in Shadow RPG.
I get so many ads for that.
Yeah.
If you play it and you have to like screen record the moment you go atomic.
Ooh,
I'm honestly just in it for Epsilon and Delta.
wrong take. Alpha.
Yeah, we're
No,
Team Alpha.
First
Sorry.
of all, I've said this before. Look, I think Alpha is great. I want him to end up with like the Princess of Arario or whatever her
Oh
name
yeah,
is.
same.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but Alpha's still best girl.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I could understand Delta. Like Delta's the animal one. Like,
Yeah.
oof, you know, like
She's a little too crazy.
really, I
Yeah.
love that. I
But
love
that's what
someone a
makes it,
little
Have you not
unhinged.
seen the crazy hotness scale?
No.
Yeah, she checks like she's like right there at the peak.
At the-
Yeah.
of crazy. Yeah.
And at the peak of hotness.
But like Epsilon, I don't fully get her charm. I mean, like I think she's a mommy for sure. All of them are, but she's not third place for me.
She's willing to do whatever it takes to get her man.
Like Beta is just bottom.
Yeah.
She's kind of like Shoutier from Overlord.
Have you been watching Overlord?
I have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually really enjoy Overlord.
I'm, you know, Saltier. I believe she's a succubus.
No, she's a vampire.
She's the
Yeah.
vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, but Albedo is the succubus.
I don't even know. Is she a succubus or is she just like a fallen angel?
No, I'm pretty sure she's a succubus in
Okay.
in that series.
Yeah, I don't know if this is accurate or not, okay? Don't come after me to fact check it. But I have noticed that most like succubus creatures have wings coming from like their ass area rather than from their back.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hawks has it from the back, but Shoutier has it from the bottom.
Yeah.
And so does Jabril.
Yeah, but Jabril is not a succubus.
But she's not an angel either. And then I don't know. You're right. She's
Yeah.
not a succubus.
I'm pretty sure she is.
She's like supposed to,
Yeah.
like a fluo, I think is supposed to be like somewhat like the angel class.
Well, I don't know if they are angels per se, but anyways.
But you know, I'm impressed. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are on that anime once you finish the first season.
Yeah, I haven't had a
Yeah.
lot of time to, because originally I was hoping to finish Fate Zero before today. And I finished the first season, but I haven't gotten a chance to go to the second season. But that's only because I've been so into Overlord that I'm having a hard time switching away from it.
Overlord is a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
was
like
also another
Overlord.
recommendation of mine off camera.
Yeah. Off camera, yeah.
Off camera.
No, that
yeah.
one I think was good. But I also think Fate was good. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on just Destiny first. The text.
Destiny. So I wouldn't say she's my favorite character in the show.
So who is your
Who
favorite?
could be your favorite
I actually
character?
really like the Little Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Titan pops off.
Yeah, and that arc,
Yeah.
when Lenny, like, you know, oh,
So the thing is, if Titan wasn't there, she would be my favorite. But
Yeah.
Titan,
that's fair.
I mean, it's kind of hard, and it's weird because like I like Tact, but I liked Lenny more.
Mm.
I get that.
You
I
know,
get
so
that.
Yeah.
it was really hard, and it sucks because like I know we're supposed to care for Tact like a lot, and I did, but I cared more for Lenny.
I feel like Tact is in like a sitcom. There's like someone called like it's like the straight man, right? Which is like things happen around him. Like he's not the source of the humor.
Yeah,
And I feel like it's very similar for Tact. Like, yes, he is strong because he has destiny, but at the same time, like, I feel like even though the story is about him and destiny, I feel like to an extent, like, everyone else does more things in it, right?
yeah.
Like, at least up until, like, the last fight.
Yeah, but he had like little moments, like something
Yeah.
which maybe they showed in the game. I don't know, but that part where he hit himself with his conducting stick
Oh,
that
yeah.
like infused him with some extra like power or something,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
knocked out that I don't know the name of that blonde hair guy.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Him and like he was able to get in a couple licks. I want to know why he hit.
Mm.
You know,
You should just play the game.
Yeah.
I gotta play the game to find
Yeah.
out. I guess.
Yeah.
Is this another sponsor for Tactile?
The game.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's running or if it has a fan base at all.
No, but it was really good, and like I appreciated all the fight scenes. It was really well animated.
It was very well.
Probably my
animated.
favorite fight scene though had to be when they were on the train and that like valley of like
Oh,
you know
Yeah.
like you know because Tact had to realize like we can't take on these 100 or thousands or whatever there were of these D2s flying around. So he shot down like the peaks of it to
Yeah.
take out
Yeah.
all of them, which is brilliant. Which I actually like Valkyrie. That was another character that I
Oh,
liked.
Valkyrie was
I wish we
great.
would have saw more of her.
Yes.
yeah.
But I had a lot of respect for her.
I love the concept of the music art without the conductor. They explored a lot of concepts.
Like they're still strong, but like they only can do so much.
Yeah. And I love their exploration of different concepts in this anime. You know, like the idea of a music art without a conductor, but also like you said, like, oh, can you give yourself powers, right? Can you give yourself a boost? They explore a lot of different things without really going into it very deeply, which is so perfect as an ad, right? It gets you curious, invested, but they don't tell you the answer. But I guess it's not perfect because it didn't result in any of us playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things.
Second season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I honestly think it's just one of those one season bangers. It doesn't really need a second season.
It doesn't.
I just wish, even if they came out with like a 1 episode OVA, right? About the necklace. I want to know if Destiny's still alive.
Yeah.
And Corset?
Yeah, Corset.
Yeah, Corset, if she's still alive, or is she absolutely like
She's
dead?
done.
So it's just Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
And the necklace, that's
I think so.
Yeah, like from what I understood, like after they did all the research on it and everything, they concluded that she's gone, and that's why the older sister kind of had like a breakdown, like, oh my gosh, I can never get her back.
And
The
stole a
older
kiss.
traitor.
Yeah, who stole a kiss?
Yeah.
You mean?
Stole from who?
From Corset.
Can
Well,
you steal from a dead person?
First of all, she just went and stole it from Tact.
Yeah.
She didn't ask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
That's true.
you're right.
So let's put that out there. Second of all,
And from Destiny.
yeah, she was like championing Destiny to like be the one to like explore her relationship with Tact, and then she goes and does that.
You know, I wonder what she was thinking when she did that, because that was before she found out that Cosette, like, there's no chance for her little sister to come back.
Yeah.
And, like, what was she thinking, right? Like, telling her little sister, who could still be alive at this point, the love of her life, like, hey, you should try out this other girl that's in my little sister's body. Like, what?
That's weird.
That is weird.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was to make her betrayal all the more acceptable.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the sister. That was like a big betrayal moment for me. I think that's really weird.
See, we on agreement. Traitors deserve to die.
Well,
Okay, hold on.
Well-
You say that, and you champion Paul from Mushoku Tensei.
But he came back and was willing to sacrifice himself. What has she done?
but I thought you said traitors can't be redeemed.
Yeah, you literally said that.
Okay, Paul. I still don't like Paul, but he also still has to be a father.
But you said he was redeemed by that.
No, he was accepted back into his life. Doesn't mean he's redeemed.
No, you said you redeemed him. Like, you like him now.
I do like him for the most part ish.
But he's a traitor. You said traitors don't get redemption.
Plot
Is-
hole.
is-
Plot hole is
Is-
that his
is-
own morality.
He was willing to die for his son.
But did he?
Huh?
Did he?
He never got the chance to.
Well, that's like me. That's like, okay, what if, right, the sister was like, oh, yeah, I'm willing to die for Tact and Cosette and Destiny. What if she said that? Would you forgive her?
Until I saw the moment happen.
No, but Paul never did it. So she.
No, but he stood in front of it. He was there in the middle of the action.
She was.
There's a difference.
Let's put it this way: Paul was willing to sacrifice himself for his son, but he wasn't willing to not get the sauce.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like acceptable.
Yeah.
He still has to be a father.
Yeah, but he didn't have to be a father to that many kids.
No, he did. No, he did not.
Ooh.
He did not. But he still was willing to take on his responsibility.
That reminds me.
And
of
what
like,
is she doing besides stealing kisses?
Well, at the end, she decides to become the music art. So she's, if I understand correctly, which maybe I'm not because I never played the game, I think that means she has to give up kind of part of her life as she fights, right? She like loses life force or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless she has a conductor.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works with since she's not like technically a music art.
She's like a hybrid, right?
I don't know.
Essentially, because she can go between herself and becoming music
Yeah.
art or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it works.
But we could assume there's some sacrifice associated with that, I think.
Yeah.
Is there though?
I'm I don't know. You tell me. This is your moral dilemma.
I don't think so.
Now,
Especially because like we don't know if Destiny's dead. What if Destiny's still there?
We know. They did the tests on it.
No, Destiny, not Corset.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, if you played the game, you would know, so.
But as it stands right now, from what I know,
Okay, but as anime as a whole, what would you give it?
I give it like a 9.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, that's
okay,
actually like
that's really good.
Yeah. I was. It caught me by surprise. So I don't know if it's because I just didn't have any expectations. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Especially because like the concept's weird.
It is a very weird concept.
Especially even when you read the little description that Crunchyroll gives you.
Make sense.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get it.
I think it's really easy to get into. I
Yeah.
think it's like it starts off at like a peak action moment, then takes you back, but like doesn't spend 5 episodes on the past.
Yeah.
It just does it in like one clean episode. So I think it's like for a 1 season banger, I think it's like near perfect.
Me too. I mean, that's why I recommended it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really, really good.
Not to mention, like we have all these like swords and stuff here, but I want to get that Destiny.
Oh,
Like-
that's
her
going to
sword
be a
gun thing?
pretty
Yeah.
penny. That's for sure. That's
Yeah.
more intense than any of the ones we have.
Yeah, but I would get it commissioned. I feel like that's sick.
Yeah.
I wonder.
That would have to be a big piece.
Yeah. Well, maybe underneath.
Put it underneath
here.
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that would look pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you commission swords, let us know.
Yeah.
Please.
What would you give it, Tyler?
I give it, man, I don't know. It's a hard one. I'm very impartial to this. I like this anime a lot. I'll give it like a 9.5.
What would you give it, Jess?
A 10 out of 10.
Well, I recommended it, so
I know,
obviously I
I
like
know.
it the best. I would give it an A+, which is technically a 100%.
So a 10 out of 10. Got
A 10 out
Got
of
it.
10,
Got it.
yeah.
Nice.
But, I mean, how could I not?
Yeah.
That was really good.
All right. Now, how do you guys feel about the sauce?
The 35th Platoon.
Yep. The Anti-Magic Academy.
I think it is... Okay, so let's be clear. It's a mid-anime. It's a mid-anime.
It's the top of the mid, though.
But they do it perfectly. I think it's really good. I very much enjoyed myself. And I think it's a very, very done mid-anime. But when I say mid, I don't say it in a bad way. Like, I'm not bashing it. They know and they planned for it to be mid.
But see, I feel like they introduced a lot of interesting concepts,
Yeah.
which is why I hope.
Like the witch hunters.
Yeah, like so the
Yes.
witch hunters and what were they called? The relics.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they were called
relics.
the witch hunter
yeah,
relics. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those were like really dope, and I like the fact that there's only one of them that uses a sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's
So she's been waiting, like, I think, like, that specific witch hunter, that relic that he ends up with, has been waiting for, like, hundreds of years
yeah.
to
Yeah.
find her next, like, host.
And I also really like the whole, there are some good witches
Yeah.
that get a bad rep because, magic is seen as kind of evil in this world. I love that concept too.
Yeah. How did you guys feel about that scene where that necromancer shows that witch, the family that he said he could, he
That
could,
was
like, show her?
so messed up.
Yeah,
oh my god.
that got my blood boiling, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, someone's gotta murk this guy. Like
That's
now.
why I like the anime.
Now.
Like, it's a mid-anime, don't get me wrong. But I would never recommend you guys a mid-anime that didn't make you feel something.
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
good emotional high points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when I don't know if it was like the second episode.
I can't tell you until I know
Yeah,
what the situation was.
When that girl gets into the platoon, like the main girl,
Oh, yeah.
and she goes to that warehouse to go find.
I think that might have been the first episode.
Was that the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see like
The
like
dismembered.
yeah
Like
bodies and
yeah.
stuff. And
yeah.
he was just there to comfort her.
Yeah.
Like small things like that. I was like, dang, it's not just like a sauce. Like yes, there's a lot of sauce in it, but like there's moments like that where it just takes you back for a second. It's like holy
yeah.
crap.
I would kind of like compare it to, like, if you liked Akame ga Kill,
Yeah.
I think like this is like right up your alley.
My favorite part was just how self-aware the whole anime is. Like, they
Yeah.
know what they're going for. They know what they want out of it. And you can really tell when he says, let me carry half your burdens, right? The first time you're like, oh my gosh, like, what a
Yeah.
man.
And
And
then
then
he
he
says
does
it to
it
everyone.
3 more times to 3 different girls. And then you can, and you know, the girls like make fun of each other about it. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I heard he said, let me carry half your burdens. Or they'll tell him like, oh, carry half of my burdens. And so they're very self-aware, and I appreciate that they're going for more of a comedy stance on an action anime rather than like the very serious actions that we usually get.
Or
Yeah.
does he just have the Riz?
The
Yeah,
Riz,
the Rizzler.
W Riz. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know. That guy pops off though.
No,
He does.
especially when he was like when I actually liked the main character was when he defended his sister.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that because he was put in a possible situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he still chose like
And his
sister.
relic was like, "Oh, are you willing to sacrifice those near to you for, you know, the greater good or whatever?" And he says, "No."
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's real. Like, that's so real. I really appreciate that."
And I like that it was really like an understanding between them because like that didn't stop the contract from happening. Like she accepted that. You
Yeah,
know,
what-
it was really just to like
Because
no.
what was the
Yeah.
other two he was willing to give up? It was his humanity,
Humanity.
and
Yeah. I forgot what the other
was
one
it
was.
like love or something?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
no.
I think the first one was like a generic, "Are you willing to fight for good?" or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And then
then-
the last one was the
Yeah,
humanity.
you know
one.
that one. Because I was like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
And then when you actually see him go into become a god relic,
Yeah. Or God Hunter.
god hunter,
Yes.
yeah, his god hunter, and you see like it's just memories
Yep.
that flooding in. So I'm like, dang, so he's deleting his own memories of what makes him who he is. And like
Yeah.
that's sad.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of that other anime, the one where she takes his memory.
Oh, Engage Kiss?
Oh,
Incredible.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm just going
that's
to take a little bit of a
sleeper anime.
tangent here.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched Engage Kiss, go watch it. It's done a disservice by its own fan service, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like there's like those moments where like they have to like kiss, and then that's like where she gets her power. But if you can just get past that like one scene every single episode, which isn't even that bad, like it has such a great story to it.
Sorry, I haven't watched Engage Kiss. I just know about it. Why do you say you have to get past it? Like, is it like a deep throating?
No,
like,
no,
what's
no,
going
it's-
on
it's
in
just
this
that,
kiss
like,
scene?
You a lot of people would just dismiss it as like, oh, that's such like a cringe like way for someone to get their powers. But the thing is, they explain why
Yeah, because she steals his memories.
she's like, well, one, she steals his memories, but like two, other demons, when they make like a pact with a human, make much worse demands. So he actually rewrote the contract in order for it to just be like a kiss that would seal like, or that would like give her more power. So there's reasons for it, and it was essentially like partially like his family that kind of like allowed him to do these things. But it's really good.
Yeah, that's a
it's-
sleeper anime for sure.
It's yeah. I think it was like, it's not even that old. It's like 2-3 seasons old.
Maybe
Yeah.
I would at the latest 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But highly recommend.
And it's great. It's greatly animated too.
Yeah.
Like,
Great. And like great characters.
Yeah. I like everyone. What's
yeah.
the company that they work for? That's part of the government.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked everybody that's at least part of the small government that they were in,
Yeah.
which is like rare to have because they actually had a pretty decently large cast for how short the anime was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I actually cared about. I would say about like 80% of the people that were there.
You want to talk about a guy with W Riz? That guy.
Yeah.
He's got
Bro.
like every girl under his belt.
Yep.
I mean, so does the guy in the 35th platoon.
This guy's even more.
Yeah.
This guy's like,
Really?
this guy's sealed the deal
Yeah.
with
Interesting.
multiple.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got the Riz, capital RIZZ.
Yeah. Don't know if that makes it any more Riz, but yeah.
Just showing my
I
age.
agree.
I like to say just to sound cringe.
You're nailing it.
Perfect. No, but
Yeah.
like, because I do like the concept of people losing their memories as a
Trade off. Yeah.
It's a trade off because like Log Horizon is another one where it's like SAO ish, but done better. And instead of them dying, they don't die like in real life. They lose pieces of their memories. So every time they respawn, boom.
Just like my grandma.
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh my gosh. That was a dark turn, Jess. Jeez.
I said just like my grandma. Because you said losing pieces of your memory.
My goodness.
Do you want to offer an explanation?
My grandma is 93. I love her very dearly, and she's losing her memory, and it makes me very sad. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Just so that they know that you're not some senior
Yeah.
abuser.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I love my grandma.
Good.
I repeat stories to
I would
her
hope
like
so. 7
times, and I have no problem any of those times. Didn't I tell you I paid for my grandma and grandpa to come visit from Korea?
No, you didn't tell me that you paid.
Yeah, I paid for all their tickets and my
Dang.
aunts to help them come here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
A
good.
pretty big bill for someone I don't love. As in, I do love her. Like it
Yes,
I'm
yes.
saying, like
I
it would be.
I get it.
I just want to make this super clear.
You're not a senior abuser. I got it. I got it.
Anyways, I would give 35th Platoon, like, I would give it an A.
I would give it an A just solely off the fact that that last fight scene was so epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solely
Yeah.
off that fact.
You know what I really liked about it is an older anime, but the reload scene for the sniper, can I just say, it's such a small thing, but I love it.
I know you do. You've mentioned it many
Yeah.
times. Yeah. It is really nice. I
Yeah.
mean, all of the animation in that anime is really good, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I give it a 9 as well.
I don't know if I ever told you guys this. Like, I don't love transformation scenes.
What?
Like, there's.
You're telling this to someone that loves Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He has one full episode of a
at that.
transformation scene.
Zoom in on that part. Look.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, for Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is disgusting with the amount of time they put into a transformation.
Really?
Hey, it's God tier. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally a whole episode.
Wow.
The whole memes about like someone going "Whoa," for a whole episode. No, those are
Sean
real.
Schimmel literally screamed for 6 minutes straight when he was transforming to Super Saiyan 3.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And the opponents are just like, like,
They're just waiting there, like, you go.
yeah, it's nuts.
My least favorite.
Don't act like you don't do that in Pokemon. Hello, you attack, I attack, you attack, I attack. Same thing.
But yeah, okay.
Well, but I input my attack at the same exact time as her. It doesn't matter who goes first.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a. Have you ever seen Giant Beasts of Ours?
Yes, actually, I have.
Have you?
Because you guys recommended to watch it.
Oh, that transformation scene. I love the show. I can't express how much I dislike that transformation scene.
Really?
Yeah, the whole like
It's
like
pretty
she's
bad.
like this, and then
And
there's
then, like,
like
splitting apart.
her hair is
Yeah.
like in like little like triangles. It looks like
Wait,
3D.
well, hold on. Rewind really quick.
Uh-huh.
You don't like transformation scenes.
Yes.
So you're telling me you did not like the transformation when Naruto went from regular Naruto to when he would like straight up Biju where he transformed?
There's like not
his cloak?
really like a transformation scene
isn't it
though.
pretty immediate?
No.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
Ish.
it is.
I mean, and then when he transformed into Kurama?
I think there's a huge difference
Yeah.
between transforming scene where like you can see every inch of their body changing into something else, which is like Giant Beast of Ours, which is like 35th Platoon, right? Compared to, trying to go into Sage mode or something, or turning into Kurama, like those. Time-wise that you're watching might be longer, but there's a lot of like them talking. It's not him just like getting transformed for 20
What about
seconds.
Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon might be the only exception, but I mean,
Dang.
they get the how do I say it? They were, I don't know if they were the first, but they were the first that I saw.
Dragon Ball Z was the first. I just want to put
Oh,
that out
okay. Yeah, that's fair. But it was the first I saw. So it has a special place in my heart.
I think
guess
my favorite transformation scene is have you guys ever seen that one anime where like these girls like turn into jets?
Yes.
You know what?
Fighter
That looks so
pilot.
familiar.
Yes, the robots.
What is
Yeah.
that called?
I don't remember.
But I do remember. Yeah, I have seen it. I just don't know what.
It's like a small girl and she's like taking off her shirt and you think like she's like
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, this is like a really creepy thing, but instead it's just like this really like cringe animation
Yeah, where
of
she turns
turns
into like
a
some kind of
plane.
machine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the anime, all the girls are like that. They turn into
Yeah.
different like mechanical things.
Yeah, I do.
I
just-
only know it from clips. I've never seen the
Same.
show.
I feel like I've seen this.
I
on,
probably
like-
sent it to you, Chris.
And like no, in like old style YouTube, and it was like 320p or
Oh,
like 360p.
no,
It
this
is,
is
no,
new.
it's an old show.
Yeah,
It just became big on Instagram
Yeah,
recently.
it became
Okay,
big
that's
recently.
fair.
yeah. I want to.
It has like 90s animation.
Yeah, I've seen
I'll
it
try
before.
to find it
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
So I've seen it because like when it comes to transformations, I love that stuff. I'm a sucker for that stuff.
Interesting.
Like with Dragon Ball Z, you have Knights of the Zodiac, you have like even like in Yu Yu Hakusho with the shirt I'm wearing, the transformations that they go through.
Is that the same guy?
No,
I didn't know if that was transforming into him.
no, he transformed into. I mean, eventually. Sorry, a spoiler alert at this time. It ended back in like 2002. He goes full demon. He transforms once and really never does it again. But he grows eyes all the way around his body.
Oh wow, that's kind of
And-
sick.
Oh, yeah. So it's only these two on the shirt. But then there's another guy that turns into a full-on demon that's like daddy material.
Can I ask, without you getting upset,
Mm-hmm.
which one is Yu?
Yusuke, you mean? Yusuke Urameshi?
Which one's Yu Yu and which one's Hakusho?
So this guy is Yusuke, main MC. Okay, this is Hiei, who's also my favorite character.
I gotta say, Yusuke
Okay.
looks older than I remember.
He's 14.
No, like he looks older than what I thought he was good. Like what I remember from
Oh,
the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it was
also
a really good
animation style.
transformation scene. Have you seen Burn the Witch?
Yeah.
The scene where that one dragon turns into like the Cinderella dragon or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was done very well.
Wait, so did you not like when Ichigo turned Bankai or went Bankai for the first time?
Like I think there's a difference again. Like the Bankai scene was only like 5 seconds.
The first time he turned?
I'm fairly certain.
Or his hollow Bankai? That was more than
Yeah.
like 5 seconds.
I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I would have to see it again. But I want to make it clear. It's not the transformation I have a problem
It's the
with.
execution.
It's when it surpasses 20 seconds, that's when you start losing me.
Oh.
When there's like
got
a
it.
whole monologue and then there's like a 360 spin around the character and they do this every episode. So it's like a 20 seconds of something you've already watched
Yeah.
again.
I'm just saying the most iconic transformation to this day. Goku turned Super Saiyan for the first time.
Send me a clip.
Send you a clip?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a 2.5 minute clip, but sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll send it.
2.5 minutes.
Do you think that's more iconic than sexy jutsu?
That's all.
Wait, yeah, he has a good point.
Yes.
That's been passed down generations among generations.
So I was going Super Saiyan. You have
That's fair.
Gohan, you have Goten,
Yeah.
and then you have Vegeta, Trunks, and then their great grandchildren.
Vegeta.
Well, I said Vegeta.
Oh.
You thought the great grandchildren was also named Vegeta?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
actually, it is. So
I know it is. That's why I said it.
At the end of Boo, at the end of the Boo saga, when they go into the future, you
Why wouldn't they go into the future?
you have no like future like time skip
Okay.
like Goku and Vegeta are like dead at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They what?
yeah. So, yeah, because they were supposed to go into like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball After Future. That was supposed to be which was like this huge rumor that spread for like the longest time that
They were gonna Boruto it.
Oof.
Yeah, but except with like 6 generations after because Pam, which is Vegeta's youngest daughter. Sorry, Gohan's daughter. Was the great grandmother of Goku at that point.
Mm.
And then you had Vegeta, that was another, so it's like, but they didn't even know what their transformation was called because like, oh, you can go blonde, I can go blonde too. And then they went Super
Amazing.
Saiyan. Yeah.
You can go blonde. I would have watched it if they legit in the anime.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
No,
Send me the episode number. I'll watch it.
I'll
That's
find.
so
It's like
funny.
it's the last episode of Z.
I love that.
Yeah, just watch the
I'm
last
gonna
episode.
go blonde.
You just have to skip the credits and then it's like right there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh.
which is why a lot of people don't know if Super is in between like that part and like where they defeated Majin Buu.
Oh, that part.
That's the last villain that they fought. It's okay, Jess. I'm sure some of the
Alright.
comments will help
Yeah.
narrate this. My
Sure.
fellow Dragon Ball Z fans out there.
All the comments are just going to talk about how I said Boruto and how can you hate on Boruto? You've never watched it, although I watched all the episodes and I didn't like any of them.
No, the comments are gonna say, "I can't believe she has legs."
I will say I did like all the canon episodes of Boruto, which is like 80.
I didn't.
Really?
No, because they nerfed Konohamaru to the ground.
Yeah, that was upsetting because I was like, he should have, because at this point he's probably like 21.
They could have at least made him the Kakashi of the group,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not do
but
him
they
well.
didn't do him.
Even though
that
I
at
do
all.
think he was misplaced in what team he was supposed to like sensei or like teach.
Yeah.
Because he should have been with Ino's kid and Chochi's kid and because I forget their names, and then Shikadai. Because it would have been a Saratobi, just like Asuma with Inosuke Cho, whatever like they were called. So it's like a remembrance of that. Like that would have made more sense.
But I don't mind it because at the end of the day, like he was Naruto's pupil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But see, he should be at least a low tier Kage level
yeah.
at where he's at right now.
He should be.
He's
he should.
so far from that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is like, and he realistically should be like next in line for Kage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And one thing I liked about in Naruto is Kakashi is stronger than all of his students for a very large portion of the show. Whereas not from the moment, but maybe like even just one season into Boruto, you have a feeling like, oh, like he can't win against his students.
No,
Well,
he takes like a back.
I feel like
Yeah.
Niski could beat him.
Yeah.
Maybe not Sarada in the beginning.
But now,
Now, especially because she awoken her, I mean, she has a Sharingan, but she also just awoken her MS.
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though she has the coolest looking MS I've ever seen, though, I will definitely give them that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's that sun. It looks like a sun.
I get it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't like, yeah, I feel bad for Konohamaru.
Yeah.
Especially because he knows all of his dad's jutsu.
And
and his uncles and his grandpas.
and Naruto's.
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
I think the
Crazy.
only thing he can't do is go into Sage.
Yeah.
But they could have given him that too, because he's both able to summon toads and monkey. We could have had monkey sage mode.
Yeah,
That would have been
because
amazing.
I don't think we've seen.
No.
We
yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
Right, yeah, there's been no one with a monkey.
Oh, that would have
Yeah.
been good.
And the thing is, if you actually go back and watch the fight between Hiruzen and Orochimaru, Enma didn't die.
No.
He could have still summoned Enma, and that would have been great to see. But instead, he summons Enma's little baby monkey.
Yeah.
So sad.
I mean, unless
Like-
Emma died of old age, we don't know how old.
Yeah, but then
Oh.
at that point, wouldn't you think Enma's son would be bigger?
Bigger. Yeah.
So that's like the whole problem. Like it's just
I mean,
I
he
don't
could have
know.
had a son later in life.
yeah. That's my biggest. That's like one of my biggest problems with it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed like some of the first few canon episodes. I just hated how much filler there was.
Dude, it's nice. It's like 90% filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
My least
ridiculous.
favorite part is just that they strayed away from Boruto the movie. How they gave
Oh.
Naruto this whole redemption of being a bad dad in the movie, and they were like, "What if that happened exactly like that?" Except we change a couple things, so there's no redemption, no character development.
Yeah. No, I just hate how Boruto's overly, like, spoiled.
Hyped. Oh.
No, he's like a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
He's like that typical rich kid that got
Yeah.
everything he wanted, and
Yep.
he's
Complains about everything still, makes mistakes because he just doesn't know any better.
My biggest gripe with Boruto, it was when in that tuning exam when him and Shikadai were fighting, and he used the ninja toll. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
your dad who scraped, like, who fought tooth and nail to get to where he is.
And the thing is, he doesn't need it. He's supposed
Yeah.
to be a genius.
He's super gifted. I mean, he
Yeah.
has at least 3 chakra natures that we know
Yeah.
of, or 4, whatever, and he more than, and because he's part Uzumaki, already has a large pool of
Yeah.
chakra,
Yep.
and he's a, oh my gosh, Hinata.
Hyuga.
Hyuga,
Hyuga,
yeah,
yeah.
Hyuga, a huge pool of chakra again, so like it just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Yeah.
let's get back into
yeah,
Fate,
sorry.
because
Yeah,
I
sorry.
know
Sorry.
we can talk about Boruto and what we don't like about it for
I
a
know.
long time.
Yeah,
I think it would be a shorter episode to talk about things we like about Boruto.
That's fair.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So your recommendation was Fate Zero,
Yes.
which I finally finished season 1. And now that I'm done with season 1, I feel good about it. I actually really like it. I thought the animation was great. I actually care about most of the characters. A lot of my gripes that were earlier in the season are resolved. So, for example, I really was expecting a lot more action than I saw.
You're gonna get it in a second.
I know,
Yeah,
I've
I know.
heard, and I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to it because I feel like I don't know how else to explain it other than like they gave me like action blue balls. Like they're
Yeah.
like teasing me like with some like really great action scenes potentially, and then they just are like, but we'll hold off. So I'm excited for season 2. But my favorite, I think, is just how interesting each character is without being such a stereotype and like, showing zero growth in their character.
Mm-hmm.
Each of them have depth. Each of them have, ulterior motives, different things that fuel them. It's very, very well developed in terms of the actual characters. One thing I still have a problem with, though, is
Arthur?
those first episodes.
Oh,
It's
The
just
first episode's
it's
like
just
40
the first
minutes long.
episode.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
It's long, but that's not my issue with it. The storytelling is so confusing because you got to remember most people watch Fate Zero after they watch what is this?
Fate Unlimited.
Night.
Fate Unlimited Blade, or Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah.
Yep.
So most people watch that and then watch Zero, so they have the context. But I went into it as my first Fate series, and so I had no idea what was going on. The character, like the story, kept switching from one character to another, but I didn't realize that they did that, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is going on now?"
Yeah.
I actually watched the first episode twice,
Yeah. See, and cause it's been so long since I've seen it.
Uh-huh.
I would have warned you guys.
but you just
But
didn't remember.
I just didn't remember.
Yeah.
So that was my bad. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I watched the first episode twice, and I actually still didn't understand what was going on, so I had to look it up a little bit. But once I got to a place where I was like, oh, that's what they're trying to say, or like a lot of the information I got was actually background information that happened in the Unlimited Blade Works, which actually really helped me understand what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely wasn't a series that you should start with. You should definitely start, I think, with Blade Works, right?
Yeah. Well, technically, you can start with Fate Stay.
Okay.
Like the movie.
Oh,
and then
okay.
and then there's Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Okay.
That's the series. And then, like, if you want to go into the prequel, you can go to Fate Zero, and then after that, you can go into Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like overall, I actually think it was really good. I just wish that I had a better viewing experience by watching one of the other ones first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they have more exposition.
Yeah. Well, they don't have so much more exposition necessarily, because they tell the story as you're going.
Okay.
So it's not like.
I felt like the first episode of Zero, though, kind of went off the assumption that I knew certain things.
So yeah. I mean, but like the thing is, now that you went into Zero, and if you were to go watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works,
It'd make more sense
it's
than if
gonna-
you watched Fate Stay first.
yeah,
Oh.
it's just you get into the story a lot faster because you understand where everything's going.
Yeah. Okay.
And then because like there's certain things that happen in Unlimited Blade Works where you're like, okay, I don't like I can see why this is important, but why isn't important?
Right.
And it's because you see it in Zero first, and then it goes there.
Yeah.
You know.
I have to say, Caster and his master, obviously despicable, terrible human
Okay.
beings, and they're so evil. But the way that they showcased them was amazing storytelling.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really makes you like despise them.
No, they did. They excelled.
Yeah.
At making you hate them.
Like,
and I love it.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. Like, it's crazy how much I hate them and yet want to watch what happens to them. You know?
So that's why you're gonna probably start the second season.
Yeah, because the first season ends right before the caster fight.
Yeah, that's gonna get. Oh, gosh, it's so good.
And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, and all the stuff with Kide, the priest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So, Tyler, you finished the first season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually got something spoiled to me by Chris when you weren't here. I don't know if you want to know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
About something that happened Zero. You know how at the end of season 1 you think, oh, Kide was actually just naive and he now has like desire to be a master.
Yeah.
That's all an act. And he always had ulterior motives from the beginning, which is what you think until that happens. And they completely bamboozled me. I had
Interesting.
no idea he was acting in that last episode. And when you told me that, I was like, the double cross I just went through. It's really good.
So
Yeah.
who's your guys' favorite master?
So, okay.
For mine, it's Spike Spiegel.
So he's.
What?
Yeah. I'm calling him Spike Spiegel. That's just because he looks like Spike Spiegel and I can't remember his name. But
So-
yeah.
And which is crazy. So as a mage, he's the weakest, right? Which is crazy to think about.
But I like smart characters. I like
No,
characters that
so
play
he-
traps.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because like the minimal magic he does know, it's like his acceleration and
Yeah.
like to stop things for a brief moment just so he can get away.
Yeah.
And have you seen his special?
The bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like stuff like that is what I loved him. But I want to preface this. I love this character not in the sense that I think he's a good guy, but just because he kept me engaged the whole time was the priest. Especially when you get to see him fight.
I think going into the second season, I could see what you're talking about
Yeah.
because it feels like he's built up for something big. But in season 1, he hasn't really done much.
He's a
And that's
very
the whole point.
interesting person.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm
Behind the
excited for
scenes,
that. I'm
you know?
excited for it.
Okay, so who's your favorite servant?
Wait, who's your favorite or your favorite
Oh,
mage?
yeah.
Favorite master?
Your favorite master is Caster, right? The Caster.
Oh my gosh, no way! Jeez. Honestly, I feel less for for the magicians than I do for the servants.
Yeah.
I think that's to be expected, though, right? Because they play a smaller role.
I think
Not
for
a
this,
small role,
for
but
this
smaller.
season,
In the
yes.
first season, yeah, but in the second season it changes.
Because
Oh,
in the
interesting.
coming seasons, you have the Mado family who, like, you finally get to see what she's become.
Yeah.
Why is she even entering the fray now? I thought they were saving her for the next grill.
So there's a whole lot of controversy.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll see it in Unlimited Blade Works
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Like I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
she went through a lot.
No, Jess, you'll see at the end of if you continue this at the end of the first season, you're gonna feel horrible
For her?
Yeah.
I mean, I already feel horrible for her, so I can't even imagine.
Like I felt, jeez,
It's rough.
Aw.
like she deserved a redemption. I was like, poor girl,
Yeah.
because she's like I forget how old she is in this, like 12.
Very little.
She's very young. Yeah.
I think she's like 10 or 12 or something. like
Yeah,
that.
somewhere in that
Because
range.
in Unlimited Blade Works, I think she ends up being like 16.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
she's still very young.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to choose a favorite master, I would say it's probably the Berserker's master. But like only because I feel so bad for him. I only pity him.
Do you want me to tell you who Berserk is?
Sure, but I don't really know historical figures, so
Oh,
it's
you
not
know
gonna
him.
make a impact.
You definitely know him.
Like Jack the Ripper? Oh
No.
no, actually it's Lancelot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
was like right, because King Arthur can't kill him.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Weak king. That's why Gilgamesh didn't like Arthur.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why Alexander just completely tore her a new one.
Dude, Alexander's my
Yeah,
favorite
that was
servant.
such a good scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
that was everything about
pretty
that
hype,
scene,
yeah.
from him telling her off to him using his, was that his
yeah.
phantasm?
Phantasm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The noble
Yeah,
phantasm.
that whole episode was just so good.
And you know what? And what I love is that, so in real life, right? Alexander, at least to his army, he was well loved.
Yeah.
Right? He was probably the most beloved leader to even the people that he conquered, because he didn't just wipe them out, right?
Yeah.
So instead he created a common tongue, and which is what was used for a long time. And in his noble phantasm, you get to see the love of his army, that what they gave him. Like, that was such a cool thing to see.
It was.
Yeah. No,
I'm
he definitely
excited
is
to
pretty
see
crazy.
Gilgamesh like pop off though, because I know he's supposed to be really, really strong, like the strongest. It's up for debate, right? But he's supposed to be one of the strongest. But so far, we haven't seen much from him other than just the swords coming out of the sky, which the heroes all easily evaded. And I know that's not the extent of his abilities. He was just kind of giving you a little teaser, if that. But it makes me very excited for what he's capable of.
Well, do you know what his noble phantasm is?
Not yet.
Do you know? So you guys know so Gilgamesh was the first
Yeah.
like king.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of
So-
witches.
So his treasure room, right? So he still believes that everything on earth is his treasure.
Right.
Keep that in mind when it comes to his noble phantasm.
So everything is his noble phantasm? That's insane. He's like Jack the Ripper from
No,
what's it called?
Kind of, but when I say everything, I literally mean
Like Record of Ragnarok.
like
Yeah.
well, no, but it's like everything: the air, the ocean,
Oh wow.
everything.
So he can't lose.
Like-
I can't imagine how he would
gravity,
lose.
everything is his.
Interesting.
He owns the world, is what he believes.
So what you're telling me is the perfect hero to take him down is, what's his name? Buzz Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin.
What?
I don't think it's Buzz Aldrin. Hold up.
What?
Who do you think Buzz Aldrin is?
Wait,
The guy that was the second person on space. But like people say that he's actually the first.
not the second person in space. He was the second astronaut to
on
step
the moon.
on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right. That's Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, but now I'm confused at how you mean that.
Because
the
it's not on
perfect
Earth.
I guess if that's your reasoning.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, but it's really cool because when you get to see, because he doesn't use his actual abilities until he gets to one person, and because he has to respect you.
Okay.
And if you guys had to take a guess of the servants, who's the only person do you think he respects?
Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's the only one worthy of respect right now. I'm
That-
far
yeah.
enough in, you know.
I mean, he's my favorite. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to like that guy
Yeah.
because he's so blunt.
I feel so bad for. I believe he is Lancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, his
He's stuck
curse?
with such scumbags though.
he's surrounded by scumbags when he's actually a nice guy, and then the curse
Yeah.
that was put on him to make all the women fall in love with him. Like
Yeah.
I
Like, that's
didn't
like-
realize how bad it was.
It's such a BS like brag though. Like, oh, my curse is all of the women falling in love with me.
well. Here's
Like,
another
alright,
part.
chill.
Like it's also like maybe he will never be able to love anyone because he doesn't know if they love him for who he is or if it's just a curse.
Well, that and like how he died in real life too. Was
Yeah, of the woman, the men that had all their women stolen. I didn't realize how bad of a curse that could be until this.
And that's why his noble phantasm, right? Like his two spears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have the curse, which is
The
right.
one that
that
Arthur.
yeah, because the cuts through magic, right? And then his blessing. Yeah. So like I love all the little details that they put in the show.
Yeah.
Because they put actual historical facts about these people into it, and then whatever they were most known for, good or bad, is what their noble phantasms are.
So Chris, your favorite character from the servant side is Alexander. Jess, who's yours?
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh? Why? Because he's a daddy?
Can I just say, Gilgamesh should never have his hair up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he has his hair down, like, I get wet.
My God.
Like,
Yeah. I was for sure pitching a tent.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
But no, I mean, I would say mine is Lancer.
Lancer?
Yeah. Lancer's such a good guy.
Just a respectable person.
Yeah.
Like, I would say there's probably no one more honorable than him.
You'll definitely see it more in season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gilgamesh, like, is not the most, like,
Honorable?
good. Yeah.
He's not.
And he's not the smartest, nor is he. He really doesn't have, like, any one thing going for him above everyone else.
Other than he's just super OP.
But, like, he's super OP. He's rich. He's got a face and a bod. I mean, I'm just saying, what could I want from him? He's done. He's done it.
But he actually is really smart.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, do you care if I tell you? He's the one that's pulling all the strings.
Is he?
Yeah.
Because he just wants
Okay,
his
now
final
he went
wish.
into S tier daddy level.
Yeah.
I'm excited for season 2.
No, he didn't for you, Jess. You don't like smart characters.
It depends. They have to be either really like dumb or really smart. The middle ground is where you lose me.
Okay. That's fair.
I guess.
So
where would you put Itachi in that then?
He's really smart.
Itachi is the perfect package.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's middle ground? I'm just curious.
Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's not stupid by any means, but he's not like super smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Okay. All right. So
what would you guys rate it?
I'd rate it a 9.
Yeah, I'm
giving everything a 9 today.
I would give it a 9.5, like an A.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like an A.
Yeah.
It's not a 10, but it's a 9.5. I have a feeling season 2 will help push it over.
I was
for
gonna
me.
say 'cause I'm giving it a 9 right now. I feel like it can become a 10.
Yeah.
I fully believe it's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, fully believe it's a 10. And it's just
Yeah.
because when season 2 kicks off, it's just nonstop action. And it just
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I will say, if the first episode was better, not better, just less confusing, I think I would have given it a 10 because I'm pretty easygoing with the ratings. You know what I mean? Like I really like things, and when I do, like I'm like, yeah, I very much enjoyed it. But that first episode is really preventing it from being a 10 for me.
So something that was animated for over a decade ago, would you guys say it holds up?
No,
pretty well?
it held up
it
pretty
does.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't notice any like clunkiness. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Thank you, Studio Ufotable.
Yeah, like the clunkiest looking thing was like the Mercedes Gull Wing.
Oh yeah, during
But,
what
like-
was it? During the
The car chase.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't during the car chase. That one was okay. It was when they were just driving to their new base.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That
okay.
Mercedes was very.
Yeah. But I can appreciate the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They at least chose a nice car.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think this was really fun. I'd be curious, like, to do this one more time. Like, what would you guys recommend to us again?
Okay.
You know?
Let's do this in a month though, because I need more time to actually watch
Yeah.
animes. Because
Yeah.
right now I'm in the first season of Overlord, and I'm pretty hooked.
Yeah.
So I have like 2 more seasons to
Gosh.
go. You know, that's
2
I think so, right?
There's
3
like
more.
There's 4 seasons. They're coming out with the 5th
Oh.
season this year.
in October, I believe.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have a long way to go. So
Yeah.
I need some time to fully absorb all that.
All right, sounds good.
What are you gonna recommend, Tyler?
For me, I'm gonna recommend Kuro Mukuro. Guys, I
And where
know-
can we stream that?
You can stream that one on Netflix.
Okay.
It's a mecha anime, but it also has like Japanese historical like text to it. So there's like the concept of onis. I mean, they're not what you would expect them to be, but there's a concept of onis, like samurai. Like you have pretty much everything that you could want.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna recommend. part of this is because I like it, and part of it is just because I've watched, I think, less animes than both of you.
Yeah.
And so most of the animes I've watched, you guys have already watched, and it's going to be BNA.
BNA.
I don't know where to watch that.
You
I'm
can
sure
watch
you
that
can
one on
figure it out.
Netflix as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is one I want to recommend you guys, but I know you guys don't like horror, so I'm going to stay away from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But it's called Monster if you guys want to watch it. I'm torn between two, but I want you guys to get into Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
So watch Tokyo
So
Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Okay.
I know that's really big and a lot of people like it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Season 1 is probably one of the best like opening seasons you could ever have.
That's perfect because I'll probably only get through season 1. And actually, I think I remember you talking about Tokyo Ghoul and saying that the other seasons were kind of whack.
It goes S tier, B tier, and then just like
Just plummets.
yeah.
Do you even think it's worth watching the 3rd season then?
I don't even necessarily know if you need to watch the second season.
Yeah. Like the second, here's the thing: if you guys didn't read the manga, honestly, you're gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay.
I read
Yeah.
the manga.
Uh,
It's just because like there's so much it skipped over, and they like if this is the manga road, right? So season 1's like this, right?
yeah.
Here's season 2, and then here's
Okay.
season 3.
Oh, what?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought you were gonna say like if this is like season or if this is the manga, they like did like the Muppets and they like folded the map.
yeah, yeah. Because no, they took parts that weren't even in the manga to begin with, and key characters that are supposed to be there aren't there,
Oh.
and that's like it just
Okay.
it bothered me.
Well, I'll give you my thoughts on it in a month.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anyways, that's all we have for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.